Welcome. I hope you've reviewed some of my online videos that describe how to prepare the wet on wet painting materials, and now we're ready to actually paint a picture. You see that I've set up my painting area in a way that I find most convenient. I have the paints near the board. I have 2 jars of water. One will be for washing off my brush when I have yellow or gold on it, and the other will be for any other color. That way I don't have to get up and change the water. And in a classroom situation, this will save the students a lot of time and a lot of activity around the room. Plus, I've got my brushes and a couple of rags ready. And here is the wet pack of paper, which I show in another one of the online videos how to prepare. Now, when we're painting, we can start with pure color exercise. Those of you who are adult beginners, don't cheat yourself by going right into things. Enjoy the colors and find out what qualities they have to offer. And with children, it's very important that they learn to create the forms out of the colors and not just paint colored things. But I recognize that few of us would be satisfied if we didn't actually learn how to create themes and things that we want to represent from our imagination or from reality. So I'm going to show you the very basic color exercise, yellow and blue, and how this can metamorphose into creating green, and then eventually we can see how it could create simple plant forms and landscapes. Okay, we're going to begin with the lemon yellow. Make sure that your brush is clean. And take the lemon yellow and just let it begin to spread out on the paper. It can go right off the top or even off the side if you like. And then take a little bit of water and soften the edges so that the yellow gets lighter and lighter. And it can get quite broad. Then wash your brush off and take the Prussian blue next. And the Prussian blue is going to come from the periphery, from the outside of the paper, away from the yellow to begin with, and it's going to reach its way towards the yellow by gradually adding a little bit of water, so that where yellow and blue come together, it can be quite light and subtle. And we can let this blue surround the yellow in the places where the yellow doesn't go off the paper. And there you experience the quality of yellow radiating and blue enveloping. And this would be a perfect place to stop with young children, or if you just want to experience pure color. But let's say we want to go a step further and create green. We'll wash off our brush first after creating this color composition, and we'll take yellow again, this time from the bottom of the jar. And somewhere in the yellow space, we'll let it get a little bit deeper. And we'll let it come down into the blue, where it'll start to create green. And the more we mix the color, the deeper the green gets. And you can see now I have a sort of rich forest green down here in the lower right, and here it gets to be a little bit brighter, fresher green, more of a yellow green. And now let's let it start to create plant-like forms. For children, we can keep it quite free. Maybe this is just the fresh green grass. And for adults, we may want to let this space become a little more representational, actually creating leaf-like forms. Now wash the brush again and take some of the Prussian blue. And again, let the Prussian blue envelop the space and bring it right on into your plant form. Creating a deeper leaf. Wash the brush, tilt the jar, and begin to get it richer and richer and more defined. This plant is leaning quite a bit, so I may like to bring a little more blue to balance it here on the sides. And I can straighten it up too by simply painting right over what I did before. And that's probably enough for a basic plant-like exercise out of the color composition of yellow and blue, creating green.